If you love classic cars, then Donald loves you.
Hi, I'm Donald Osborne, CEO of Audrain LLC, and thank you for joining me here in the Audrain Automobile Museum of Newport, Rhode Island. We're here inside our exhibition, The Past to the Present, Power and Speed with Style, examining how the DNA of the great auto manufacturers translates during the decades. And when you talk about automotive DNA, Ferrari, one of the greatest brands in the world, but why? Because Ferrari has always made some of the most compelling cars in the world. We're here today with a 1951 Ferrari 212 Inter Vignale Coupe, Berlinetta more precisely. And this is an amazing car, one of the earliest Ferraris built. Ferrari started manufacturing cars under his own name in 1947, and by 1951 had established himself on the racetrack and in the great salons of Europe and America. Ferrari was really concerned about racing. He was a racing man at heart, from his days as a racing driver with Alfa Romeo until he became the team manager of Alfa Romeo in the 1930s and led them to their great triumphs until after the war when he started his own company. It was all about the racing. Ferrari built road cars to finance the racing department, and for no other reason. And although this incredibly elegant looking coupe looks like something that a Lancia or an Alfa Romeo that you would drive to the opera, it's very much a competition car under that beautiful, beautiful, beautiful metal. It's powered by a 2.5 liter narrow angle, 60-degree angle V12 engine designed by the brilliant Gioacchino Colombo. And it's equipped with a single Weber carburetor, and it puts out 150 horsepower. In the 212 X Sport version, which is the sports racing version, there were 3 Weber carburetors that gave it an added 15 horsepower to produce 165. Driven through a 5-speed transmission, this car was an amazing performer for the day. And, as I mentioned before, it's clothed in this absolutely beautiful body. I'm a big fan of custom Italian coachwork, especially of this period. And this car was designed by the great Giovanni Michelotti for Carrozzeria Vignale of Turin. And it's such an incredibly elegant, beautiful body. But I'll bet that the early owners of this car were probably a little surprised to see sort of how rough and ready it was on the road. This was really a car meant for competition, detuned for the wealthy playboy who helped finance Enzo Ferrari's racing dreams. And in our exhibition, this 212 Inter is paired with a rather different Ferrari. This is the 2011 Ferrari 599 GTO. Now, the more proper comparison for our 212 Inter would probably be a Ferrari 599 GTB. Not this fire-breathing GTO. And of course, GTO are 3 of the most famous initials in all of automobile lore, and especially in Ferrari lore. Gran Turismo Omologato, which means homologated for Grand Touring racing. And of course, it was first used in a marketing sense for the great 250 GTO of the 1960s, revived again for the 288 GTO, and now here again for the 599. Compared to the 599 GTB, the GTO has lightened aluminum body panels and a lot of weight saving throughout, including a lighter transmission, carbon ceramic brakes, which allow this 6-liter V12 with 661 horsepower to power this car to an estimated top speed of 208 miles per hour. So this is a very, very capable performance monster. But it's also very interesting that what these 2 very different cars have in common across the years is the fact that they are absolute exemplars of what Ferrari has always stood for. A front-engine V12 car. And the fact that Gioacchino Colombo's vision for the V12 Ferrari was so impressive and so impressively well done that the basic architecture of the Colombo engine lasted from 1947 to 1988 in the Ferrari 412. It's absolutely astonishing. And when you think of Ferrari today, although there have been 4-cylinder Ferraris, 6-cylinder Ferraris, and of course a lot of V8 Ferraris, when you think of Ferrari, you think of 12 cylinders in a V. That DNA just can't go away.
Hi, it's Donald Osborne with the Audrain Auto Museum Fun Fast Fact Quiz. Here we go. The flat engine. What company built and used the first flat engine, and in what year? And what company has built the most flat four-cylinder engines? Finally, which American company first built and sold a car with a flat engine? Was it A. Ford, B. Chrysler, C. GM, or D. Nash? Give us your ideas in the comments section. We'll post our answers on our next video. See you next time.